You should think of reducing presidential fleet rather than demolishing 200 houses in Abuja. P2B knocks Tinubu. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. The former governor of Anambra State said that no nation grows or develops by subjecting the people to avoidable inconveniences to accommodate the luxurious excesses of its rulers. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, and the 2023 general elections, P2B has lambasted President Bola Tinubu-led Nigerian government over the planned demolition of about 200 houses in Nowan community in Abuja to make way for the presidential fleet. Sahara reporters have reported that the Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) commenced processes to relocate the inhabitants of the Nowanlege community along the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja to accommodate the expansion of a plot allocated for the presidential fleet. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Nyesom Wike, gave the directive for the Department of Development Control to engage community leaders where at least 200 houses will be affected by the planned expansion. Reacting to the planned demolition for the expansion of the presidential fleet, Obi said that the government preoccupation should be how to do away with the presidential fleet or reduce it to the minimum to cut costs and save up for more critical projects to help Nigerians instead of demolishing people's homes. The former governor of Anambra State said that no nation grows or develops by subjecting the people to avoidable inconveniences to accommodate the luxurious excesses of its rulers. In a series of posts on his ex, formerly known as Twitter, on Thursday, Obi said, and I quote, "I am shocked by the recent reports of the planned demolition of about 200 houses in the Nowalange community in Abuja to make way for the presidential fleet. I am again pained that we are embarking on such inconsiderate projects at this critical time when the country is going through untold hardship. I would like to reiterate that at this time, our preoccupation should be how to do away with the presidential fleet or reduce it to the minimum, to cut costs and save up for more critical projects to help the people, instead of demolishing people's homes. A country where the World Bank announced that over 100 million citizens are being pushed into poverty should not at this time be sending hundreds of people into homelessness to accommodate the presidential fleet of luxury aircraft. We need to focus instead on how to lessen the pain and suffering of poor people. We cannot continue to encourage those who are kept us suffering to enjoy a luxurious lifestyle far beyond their legitimate means. A democratically elected, people-oriented government must always care for people above itself. I therefore advise that we have a rethink and, most importantly, ensure that our fellow Nigerians are not rendered homeless for the sake of an unproductive presidential fleet. We should rather focus on helping the people and developing our critical sectors for the sake of our national peace, progress, and development. No nation grows or develops by subjecting the people to avoidable inconveniences to accommodate the luxurious excesses of its rulers. What is going on? They want to demolish 200 houses. Nobody say they won't do better thing. They won't make way for presidential fleet. Like, who caused us in this country? Sincerely, I am now believing that man that says it be like say everybody waiting for this word, then force us make we come this word because for labor room, yeah, they just if you get a push. On a lighter note, but sincerely, this is ridiculous. At this point where, like I said, some people did not have their meal, they did not have a meal, a proper meal. Some people are sleeping under bridges. Some people are sleeping out in the cold. Not because they don't have a house or because their house has been demolished. Now, fine. You say, okay, the house is for road. Now you want to demolish more 200 people. You want to demolish more 200 people's houses. And that will, by extension, it can be 800 people. If you have people who are 3, 4, 5 living in one particular house, it is going to even be more than it can be 1,000 or 1,500 people that will be affected. And then you want those people to be on the streets again. And for what reason? To accommodate your presidential fleet. Who does this kind of thing? You no go better for person wey do Nigeria like this too. I dey tell you sincerely. Jealousy has blinded someone from knowing who the Minister of FCT is. What do you mean jealousy? You are giving to the masses and stylishly snatching it back. It is well. Okay. Oh. There is no correlation between the two. There is no correlation between reducing presidential fleet and demolishing houses in Abuja for the passage of the presidential fleet. I don't understand. That is what I'm saying. Sometimes e get wetin I go read say government to do. Wey be say I go wan complain say government go dey da. But if I reason with some of us dey talk, I go say, you know what, make una fire down. Government, make una fire down. These people, they're never ready. This man is insincere. The properties in Abuja, the broke planning laws, so he's accepting illegalities. By the way, I also agree that executive and legislative costs need to be halved as a cost of civil service, but selecting grandstanding policy by P2B is not the way to go. Except this, they want to tell me that the demolition of the 200 houses is not for the presidential fleet. But that is what this headline is telling us now. That is what this headline is telling us. P2B and knock are like 5 and 6. Mocking someone does not mean you are better than the person. The only thing I can say about this presidential position is that it is not easy to rule and most importantly, make change happen all of a sudden. You might be able to do it, but what if the person in your cabinet, his or her mission does not conform with yours? The president cannot go there and effect things as we think. I understand. See, during the Buhari period, I took, she says ideology. I was like, what if Buhari was actually trying to do things right? To be very sincere. But people in his cabinet are frustrating for him. That is why you would have to bring in people who are not, you don't bring in people just because you know them. Do you know that you can actually know somebody, bring him in and the person will make things worse for you? You bring people who know their onions in different fields. And of course, you have to be healthy to monitor these people. You could just disappear. Nobody will know where you go. Yes. It is not, nobody should be knowing where you're going or where you are at every point in time as a president. You could just disappear or as a leader. Disappear, appear for where you send the people make you go. Observe, come out. So that when you go back home and when they now bring report to you, you'll be able to fish out, okay, those who are really playing on the job and those who are really serious on the job. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.